On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Did we just become best friends?
Yep!
Are you not entertained?
All right. Happy Father's Day.
Clearly, we are not professionals quite
Oh
yet.
my God.
Happy 4th of
July.
That's a good one. Happy 4th of July. We're ready to go. We've got cigars. We've got
cigars.
beers.
We got beers.
We got pork on the smoker. We got grills. We got burgers ready to go.
The sun's shining, sunscreen on the guns. We got
Fireworks, both legal and non.
mostly legal.
Everything legal.
Everything. Yeah.
But we're ready to go.
Happy birthday, America.
Yeah. Happy birthday, America. It's a good day. And, welcome back, everybody. We're having another little relaxing day. And
Yeah, this is pretty much going to be our not last podcast, but our podcast with actual alcohol.
oh, yeah.
Because we'll be starting 75 hard
We
or
are.
75 soft.
Well, I'm gonna try and go hard.
Okay. That's just low hanging fruit.
That's what she said.
So we'll try it. But this will be like our last hoorah. What better day than the freaking 4th of
4th
July?
of July.
Greatest holiday in the world.
Yeah. 4th of July. We're gonna go. What we got today is. You want to do the cigar first?
Oh,
You want to talk about the cigar? Or you want to talk?
let's talk about one of the greatest Americans ever.
It's hard. It's hard to go wrong with a good Sam Adams Boston Lager. So that's what we're drinking today. Everything we need to know. Great American hero right there. Official beer of the Boston Red Sox since 2018. Really, only 2018.
Official beer of the Boston Red Sox. Yeah, I would think.
That's kind of surprising. Been served at the White House, Air Force One, and Camp David. It's good. It's hard. It's hard to go wrong with the Sam Adams.
That's synonymous with Boston. Whenever you think Boston, you think Sam Adams. Let me get some Sam Adams. And
Well, part of me thinks we should be having like a lobster roll.
a lobster roll.
It's not lobster. It's lobster.
Lobster.
It's lobster roll.
I need to get my car keys.
For all my Boston friends, I know it's lobster.
Lobster.
Lobster rolls. That's how it goes. That's all it is.
It's it's a beer synonymous with Boston.
For sure.
Movie the town, I'm sure. Sam Adams. They started. Well, you want to go a little bit in the history?
Yeah, so the Boston Lager is the flagship beer of the Boston Beer Company. Of course, after Sam Adams. It was originally launched in 1984 to help start the American craft brewery beer revolution. Rich, toasty, bready malt, caramel, subtle floral hops, clean hoppy bitterness. It really is. It's hard to go wrong with a Boston Lager.
If you've had a beer, you know what a Sam Adams tastes like.
Exactly.
So, we're not breaking any ground here, but, we want to pay homage. So, I think this is where it all started. As far as
for sure.
I'm sure if you go to all like the craft beer breweries out here locally or in your area, they'll harken back to the 80s, when craft beer was like popular. And that started with Sam Adams. So here's to you, Sam Adams.
Yes. Cheers. Cheers to you. And I'm going to have another sip right now.
I know, I will. Is that cappuccino or yours?
Need a little kick me.
Yeah.
Pick me up.
And
That pork butt started a little early last night.
yeah. So you did, what was it, your first? So Dan did his first ever smoke, and he decided to reach for the fences and just overachieve and did a 14-hour cut.
I did a 14-hour pulled pork.
Yeah.
First smoke ever, ready to go, kind of trying to figure it out, test everything. And you know what? It's only gotten better since, but I'm glad I did it. And my next step is going to be
It was good, man.
big boy.
I can't complain. That was really, what's the big boy?
The brisket.
Oh, yeah.
The true barbecue.
Well, we got to do, I think for 4th of July, we'll have to do like corn.
Mm-hmm.
Do like some elote kind of corn setup. I know elote is not American, but whatever. I
wasn't going to say anything, but sure.
Some
We'll go with that.
hamburgers, hot dogs. Have you?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
That's going to be our top 5 right there. You got to figure out the top.
I know I'm putting the cart before the horse.
Oh,
so
yes,
I
very much
apologize.
so. Very much so.
So, yeah. So, I mean, happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. We also have, coupled with the Sam Adams, we have the New World cigar. You're going to see a sweet freaking label on there.
Right?
About as American as it gets. Called the AJ Fernandez New World, created by renowned boutique blender AJ Fernandez, a master with deep Cuban roots who built his reputation in Nicaragua. See, I learned how to say that word now. The New World line
Figure it out one of these days.
and the New World line base. I was just in the bathroom. Nicaragua. I can't say it 5 times. Don't even try. The New World line pays tribute to the discovery of tobacco in the Americas and is known for its rich, balanced, and consistent flavors. Its wrapper often features a dark, toothy, and oily Brazilian Mata Fina or Nicaraguan Habana, depending on the specific New World blend. Man, those 8 years of Spanish in high school really paying off.
Yeah, I can see that. I really can see that.
Well, I want to talk about a cigar.
Oh,
Medium blend. It's just a smooth cigar.
really good right now.
It's good. It's solid.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, no cigar is a bad cigar when you're hanging out with your buddy on the 4th of July.
That is
It's
true.
not a bad cigar.
That is very true.
But since we're in the podcast world, we have to give some.
All right, fine. All right, fine.
It's a solid cigar. I would definitely go for it if it's there because I know now that it's a solid cigar.
Yeah,
Solid
it's a
cigar.
very solid cigar.
Yeah.
Smooth draw. Yeah,
medium.
really good draw.
Yep. So here's to the New World. Here's to America. Here's to the 4th of July.
Yes.
So
All right,
I
here you
mean,
go.
yeah.
Best tradition that you had growing up with the 4th of July. Now, you and I'm originally from Arizona.
Yeah.
My family's from Wisconsin. We would go up to Wisconsin for 4th of July.
Really? What did you guys do there? Did that?
We were on the lake.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we spent the time on the lake.
Yeah.
So, 4th of July, is your greatest memory from your childhood?
The beach. We'd always go down the beach. I grew up in, San Clemente,
Yeah.
South Orange County, which is like Surf City, California.
Yeah.
And just hung out in, I forgot what pier it was, but one of the San Clemente pier, and just had, burgers, dogs. Found one of those, those old, like just metal cast iron barbecues.
Yeah.
And the public ones, you just throw like charcoal in
Yeah.
there.
Oh, yeah. Those are the best.
Yeah, and just like we would just hot dogs, hamburgers, hang out there. They'd have like a nice like green hill
Mhm.
that was like, 100 yards, like almost like 45-degree angle,
Yeah.
and just, I mean, it's just 4th of July was awesome.
Yeah.
You do whatever you want. Like,
You do what you want, but best part is you have to be thankful for the people that created it for you, right?
well, that too.
So you're thankful for the veterans that are there. You pay respect to them, and you get to celebrate the country that we live in on a daily basis. And I know with everything that's happening right now in our world, I mean, I think if you have a little bit more patriotism and a little bit more celebration, especially on a day like today,
yeah.
that's going to be the best part.
I mean, that's the day where you just kind of forget about politics, about, I mean, who knows now? There's always going to be a
There's going to be something.
There's going to be a
always gonna
rotten apple in the tree, but
Yeah.
generally everybody kind of gets together, and whether you have your disagreements or opinions, like you're here in the best country in the world,
For sure.
hands down. I'm not going to apologize for that.
I would never expect you to. So
America.
that's
Not
exactly what we need to focus on, and focus on thanking those people around us.
exactly,
So-
and just, I mean,
Freedom, family, and
in the birthplace of this country, 1776, all
Exactly.
started because there was a 3% tax on tea, and our ancestors, our great-great-grandfathers, or I mean, I don't know your lineage, but
yeah.
I mean, it's a rebellious country, and we rose in the ranks and talk about, the true underdog. America's a true underdog story.
It really is true underdog story, and it just shows the grit that we have as American people, being able to come out from under that. We take hits. I mean, we've taken hits in the last 5 years. We've taken hits in the last 35 years.
Yeah.
So it's been it's we always take those hits, but we get up, figure it out, and we get better, and we come back on a better day.
I mean, yeah, it just, we talk about, the sacrifice that a lot of soldiers and
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those days where it's, it doesn't have to necessarily, Memorial Day is not the only day you celebrate,
No.
veterans and the
No.
guys overseas, but I mean, you should be doing that every day, but today's like one of those days where you just get together and just wave that flag so freaking proudly.
Oh yeah.
It's like America. Yeah, I'm gonna bleep that out with an eagle scream.
Perfect.
It's just you don't worry about your neighbors who voted this color or that color or this color. Just get together.
Yeah.
We'll fight the next day. Today's
Yeah.
gonna be a day of celebration.
Day off for hopefully most of you guys,
Yep.
and you get it's a 3-day weekend this year.
Oh yeah.
Get to rest, be with family,
Yeah.
be thankful for what you have, and hopefully fire up some good grilling.
Good grilling.
I'm
Just
excited for that part.
yeah. I mean, grilling. What you'll be in California, right?
I'll be in California.
Okay. Yeah. So will I. So we'll be somewhat close.
Yeah, somewhat close. First, I think we'll be at the beach for most of the day.
Okay.
I think,
we'll be near the mountains. So
yeah, I think we're gonna. I know every 4th of July we always have like a 4th of July parade at our aunt's house.
yeah.
So we
I remember those.
Yeah.
I do those at my aunt's too. It's like those old, 4th of July parties or
Yep.
parades as a kid. And
Oh yeah, that's exactly
did
it.
you ever get to go on one? Oh my god! It's like I'm flashback. Like so much stuff. It just came. You said parade. I was like a sleeper agent. I got triggered. We used to
Easy there.
we used to do you get on your bike
Yeah.
and you put like the streamers, red, white, and blue streamers.
Boys have it with their scooters.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing it this year. So
Yeah.
they have it with the scooters now, and they go around, and I get to drive the golf cart. I'm
There
sure
we go.
my daughter's going to be sitting in my lap with her set up. And,
Is this your first year driving the golf cart?
oh God, no,
Okay.
no,
That would have been a pivotal moment for you. Like, Dan,
big time.
the golf cart is yours.
The golf cart is mine.
Finally.
I get it.
Yeah.
Back off my
Yeah.
golf cart. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
No, it's I mean that's the best part. And then we come back to the house and make a good little brunch, and then head down to the beach and just relax at the beach all day.
Yeah. And I talking about, childhood stuff like,
Yeah.
we would do like the parade, all the neighborhood kids get on the bike, put, a little sports card in the spokes,
Yes.
clip it on there and
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah. Can't do that. And yeah, we'd have streamers, American flags. And I think just because like we grew up in a time where, I don't want to bring it back, but you want to talk about American history, like talk about 9/11.
Oh yeah, true.
Like you were what, in 6th grade?
I was in 2nd grade.
You were in 2nd grade?
Yeah.
How old am I?
I'm a little bit younger than you.
When did you graduate high school?
2010?
2010?
Yeah.
So I was in, let's do the math. I was in 6th grade.
Yeah, I was in 2nd grade.
Okay. Dang, dude, you're a little baby.
Still bigger than you.
I know. He's so and just like, kind of seeing that and you're like ingrained in like the American like tradition. Like I learned that at a very young age where it's just like, that was like the pivotal moment. Whereas like you start learning about America, you start being proud of who you are. And like,
Yeah.
you get like, it's patriotism.
I mean,
That's in the word
that's
itself.
exactly it. It's patriotism. I always think of the Toby Keith song, brought to you courtesy of the red, white, and blue. Okay?
Remember that? Yeah.
God rest his soul, but that was one of those, especially right after that time.
We'll put a
That
boot
was-
in your ass. It's
Exactly.
the American way. Uncle Sam.
That's it.
I'll
That's
keep
it
going.
right there.
Yeah.
That is quintessential American right there.
You
We're
want
a
to
band
know?
together. Yeah.
You want to know what the best day to be, or what the most proudest day in America was the last, I guess, our lifetime.
Okay.
September 12th,
Oh, yeah.
2001, right? Because everybody just, I was 6th grade, 5th grade, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, like I could tell, like there wasn't any like Democrats, there wasn't
No,
Republicans,
it
there
was-
wasn't
you were-
independents.
You were American.
Yeah,
It didn't matter anything like that, you were an American.
Just like flags all over the place. You get like the bands with the 9/11, like never forget.
Oh yeah.
And it's, I mean, that's just a moment that it's one of the biggest tragedies in American history, but it was one that, we bounced back from, whether you want to talk about wars or everything, but as a culture and as American citizens, like we
bounced back. We came together as a community, as a group, and really came up with that grit. I mean, we came up with that grit that this is how we're going to be. And you were right. I mean, we saw so many American flags. We saw so many, like, USA, born and bred. Like, that was it. That wasn't even.
It wasn't even like, and it wasn't like, a couple months or like the rest of it. That lasted for like years.
Yeah, it was right away. And I mean, I think if you talk to the right person, they can always tell you. It's like, I remember where I was that day.
Oh, I do too.
I mean, I remember second grade art class. Literally, we rolled in one of those big old TVs, and we were watching the news.
Oh yeah.
Like jerry-rigged it to get the public streaming channel.
Yeah.
And I mean, that changed the path that we were on.
Yeah.
And still to this day, I think a lot of people now that are starting to kind of move past that and
well, they're starting to forget.
Yeah. And I think that's a terrible thing. I think that is part of our history. That is part of us being as American.
Yeah.
And we need to bring that back. That's what we need to do.
I mean, just the culture and connecting and picking up your brother brother or sister. Amen. Picking up your fellow American citizen. Like
Exactly.
Looking out for your neighbor. It didn't matter. Like we're just all Americans.
Yeah.
So we're kind of reminiscing on those kind of days, but I mean that's what 4th of July is. You always remember sort of those defining moments of why you love to be American.
Yes. Brought to you courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue. That's it.
American Dads is the best job in the world.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of American Dads.
That was such a smooth transition.
Speaking of American Dads.
Dan, you get a gold star for that.
Oh, I'm trying.
Yeah, when you talk about American dads, you obviously think George Washington, the dad of America. But I've always gravitated towards Teddy Roosevelt.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that one.
I don't know why. It's just I think it's like his rugged and just like his glasses and that stash.
The stash.
I know, like we've had like Taft. He's got a stash. A couple other guys have had stashes, but like Teddy Roosevelt with the he had those like
cowboy hat.
Yeah. So he was like, I always looked at
Rough Riders.
There you go.
Rough Riders. That's where he came from.
And he said, yeah.
I mean, the other guy that I think about is Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
That's another guy. I mean, you talk about some of the greatest people in America.
Yeah.
Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm in. I'm all in.
Yeah, I mean Teddy especially, like he's getting so memeified now. Like
yes,
he's in the total like pop culture now. But I mean, I wanted to talk about Teddy. He did a great transition. Yeah. I mean, he's just like his whole lifestyle. I think people understand basically a little bit about him. But one thing that I learned was, so he started in his early, I think it was like 1886. Let me pull this up real quick. But you when you learn about history, and that's another thing we're going to talk about today, is like, the 4th of July, you don't want to forget your history. You want to remember those things. And it really kind of puts a lot into perspective. But, in this story as well, I mean, Teddy Roosevelt, 1884, after his wife gave birth, 2 days later, she passed away to their first kid.
Ugh.
The same exact day his mom passed away. So it's like, you talk about, like, I mean, just... And it hits because like when you hear about history and like all these other things, like it doesn't really hit you until you're a dad, until you're a family man, and you realize how, I mean, just how detrimental that could be if that were you, or you can absolutely relate to that.
That's terrifying. I think we in our medical system now we are so much safer, but. Like, that's every time my wife went in to give birth, that's always in the back of your mind, right?
Yeah.
You always have to kind of think about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, the fact that Teddy Roosevelt was able to take the steps and move forward from everything that happened with his mom, his wife, his daughters. I mean, and then really become the man that he was. I think that's a huge testament to him, and then it shows the grit that he had.
Yeah.
And the ability for him to really take ownership and go, oh, you know what? I'm going to be the best dad for my kids.
Yeah.
And then for my kids as a country.
Yeah, yeah.
And grow them and become the best that they can.
I mean, what he did after, so he had the funeral, and then a couple days later, he had his daughter move in with his sister for a little bit. And he went to, I think, Dakotas, and he did like basically a Rocky montage, Rocky 3, and he just went trained. He ranched. He did. I mean, he was a skinny dude.
Yeah.
But he did all that training. He did cowboying, wrangling, and he came back and he was just like, I either have two options, because he came from a pretty wealthy family.
Right.
And he could have just, skated through, I got what I need. I'll take care of my own. But he went into politics. The Rough Riders and everything. I mean, he had two options. And, you see these historical figures and you get kind of like, you can relate to them in a way. If they're like a dad, because you're like, that's a dad. Like, I can relate to that. No matter
that absolutely is dad. And that's exactly what you have to think about. It's like, you have to make sure that the people around you are taken care of. And I think that's exactly what he did. He went to what did he say? He went to the Badlands and became a rancher and a hunter and figured out how to provide for himself, for his family. I mean, I think
it's like gut check time. He was like,
I think we have, as dads, I think that's exactly what we have to do.
Yeah.
We have to gut check ourselves sometimes.
Yeah.
And be like, all right, what do we need to do?
Yeah.
What do we need to do to be the best dad for our wives, for our kids, for our families, so that we can take the next steps in our lives.
Yeah.
So
and the resolve that he had, he was a broken dude. Like, and he was like, I need some time to go get my stuff together so I can provide for my daughter, because it's just me. I don't have anybody else.
Yeah.
I don't have mom. I don't have my wife.
So are we going to go buy a ranch now? And,
we're moving everybody up to Yellowstone.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I know.
No.
That's the dream.
That is the absolute dream right there. American dream right there.
American dream. Yeah, and another interesting fact. So you know about teddy bears, right?
Yeah.
Teddy bears came directly from Teddy Roosevelt. So the story behind that was he was, I guess, hunting out with a party, and they caught a black bear, and they tied him to a tree. They're like, "Here you go, Teddy. Here's your shot." And he's like, "I'm not doing that. That's unfair. That's not fair shooting game."
Yeah.
So so I guess that story like kind of went around like in the comics in the late 1880s, 1890s.
Yeah.
And that just became synonymous. So the toys started doing teddy bears, all this stuff. So
I mean, I had a teddy bear.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to admit it.
we all had teddy bears, man.
Best part.
It's so funny that that's where it came from.
Perfect.
Great.
Perfect.
And he was by the youngest president, started at age 42. So we
got a couple years.
We got
to figure it out.
Beat that. We got
to figure it out. Sorry. Talking to our wives now, we're sorry.
Hey, they'll love it. They'll be first lady. We'll have to battle for who's going to be VP.
We'll rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Right? We'll figure it out.
As long as we're on top, it doesn't
That's
matter.
fine.
Who's going. Okay, cool.
That's fine.
Deal. We'll do rock, paper, scissors. Deciding the fate of America by rock, paper, scissors.
Uh-oh.
Sorry,
We're
guys.
in trouble.
Yeah.
We're in trouble.
So,
We need to focus on that grit then.
so what?
We really need to focus on that grit.
The grit?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We need to start building up our grit. We need to do a freaking Rocky montage.
Well, that's why we're going with this 75 hard.
Oh, yeah.
We can come back to this. We're going to get going with it.
That's good. Yeah, so 75 hard starts the Monday.
Starts on
July
Monday.
4th.
Starts on Monday, July 7th.
Yeah.
Ready for it.
All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
So-
I'm ready to do some reading.
Yeah. So here we go. We always have our homework, right?
Yes.
So we're going to give our readers our listeners a little bit of homework now.
Okay.
Send us your greatest self-help books or self-movement books.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, we do biographies.
Yeah, biographies, whatever you want.
Biographies, self-help books. You have a couple in mind already?
Oh yeah, I got a couple. I'll get them to you.
Okay.
Don't worry. But yeah, send it to us. That way we can get going with it, and then we'll start discussing them as well. And then also your non-alcoholic beverages.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's get going with that because we're
Comments on those because we just came back from Wine Mart or Total Wine,
total wine,
and
yeah.
we found there's a whole aisle dedicated to
So
non-alcoholic beer.
we're gonna have some fun.
Anything but O'Doul's, I'm fine with.
Why not?
Have you had O'Doul's?
It's been a while.
I did like a 60-day like no alcohol, and I started with O'Doul's, and I'm like, this is gonna suck.
That's when I started drinking again.
No, I stayed with it, but
All right.
I'm like, there's got to be something else out there, and so there's a whole different market out there. So
We'll figure it out though.
yeah, we'll definitely do. So
All right.
I need to take my glasses off for this. I need to get serious.
Serious for this one now?
Yeah.
All right. Let's do it. We've talked about alcohol. We've talked about drinks. Let's talk about the plate of food, the heaping plate of food that I'm going to be having tonight. What is the mandatory top five
Top 5, yeah,
mandatory things that need to be
on your plate.
on your plate?
Yeah.
You start or you want me to start?
You started last time,
Okay.
so I'm gonna go.
Better not steal mine.
I if it's not what I'm going to go with. Let's see, I'm pulling up my stuff. I'm gonna go just good old fashioned hot dog. Hot dog ketchup bun, toasted bun. That's all it's gotta be.
All right. All right. I'll. What's the perfect accompaniment to a hot dog? Bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheese.
Got to be a bacon
Okay.
cheeseburger. I'm making that crispy bacon.
Do you do the
Slice of American cheese.
toasted buns?
Oh, of course.
American cheese. Okay.
Of course.
How do you do your hot dogs?
How?
I mean, like, what do you put on it? Relish.
So for a hot dog, I'm a mustard, ketchup, relish guy.
Like, so my earliest memories of mustard were on the 4th of July, and I
Just
grabbed
get
a
it
hot
all
dog.
down your shirt.
No, I'm like, this is disgusting.
Really?
I haven't had mustard since.
Oh, I'm gonna get you on some mustard. I'm gonna get you with some mustard.
So I do my pick: hot dog, ketchup. That's it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
A bacon cheeseburger.
Bacon cheeseburger.
That's a good lettuce, tomato, or anything on there.
Lettuce, tomato, mayo.
Okay.
Whole 9 yards.
All right.
It's got to be going.
I'm gonna steal some of yours, kind of.
Uh-oh.
The next pick I'm gonna go with is baked beans with some brown sugar and bacon. Bushes.
That's a good one right there.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
I remember that in my memory.
Yeah.
Are you writing that down?
Oh, no, I got my own right here.
I need to put sugar and baked beans. A little bit, bacon bits. Not
for
actual
sure.
bacon bits, but
For sure. I mean, we got to do it. That, that's another one that we got to do.
What?
We got to do a smoked pork belly.
Yeah.
Well,
And burnt ends, and I mean, we'll do a whole episode.
yeah, that's going to be a whole.
We'll have to do like shot on location podcast
For
in the
sure.
back of our backyard.
For sure.
We'll do a
For sure.
cook off. Ideas going.
Okay.
I'll send them to Bob. Don't worry.
All right. Here we go.
Bob's our producer, by the way. Go ahead.
Let's see. Is it too early to go dessert?
If you want to lock it up, lock it up.
I don't. For me though,
There's a lot of good stuff on here.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with the order that I have.
Okay.
My grandmother's German potato salad, vinegar-based potato salad with celery, bacon.
So what does it make? What makes it German?
It's a vinegar-based potato
Sorry, go
salad.
ahead.
compared to
I interrupted
tomato
you. I'm
based.
sorry.
Oh no, it was one of those, like, I remember when we were growing up, and we went to my aunt and uncle have a lake house in northern Wisconsin. My grandmother would make two big, like that 8x13 pans of the German potato salad. We would be there for like 8 days. The 2 pans would be done by 4 days. You're making a whole nother 2 pans for the last 4 days.
I'm sure you just had like a pan on your lap with those giant.
That was my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Are you kidding me? I would wake up and just eat that.
Yeah, yeah.
Cold. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I'm gonna have to get potato salad because it's like,
I gotta find that recipe, and I'll make it for you.
yeah, dude,
That's
make us a German potato salad. Yeah.
that's
So you were German then?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
da.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, my third pick. I'm gonna go with.
There's a couple big ones out there.
I know, and I just want to get one that's disregard the drinks. That doesn't count.
We can do that at the end. That'll be our 6th pick.
Okay, sixth pick is like the ultimate drink.
Yeah. Ultimate drink.
Okay, non-alcoholic or alcoholic doesn't matter.
I'm gonna get that one.
Okay, I am too. I
I got mine. I already know mine. It's on there. It's
Okay.
ready to go.
I'm not gonna look at it. I'm gonna go good old fashioned corn on the cob.
Ooh, that was my number 3 as well.
I know.
I got another one.
Corn on the cob.
I got another one.
Go ahead.
Jalapeno poppers.
That was a good one.
That's
too.
just, oh my gosh.
Hello.
Little bit of kick to it, little bit ready to go.
Did you do the bacon wrapped jalapeno poppers?
Yeah.
Cream cheese in there.
Heck yeah.
Man, you got bacon heavy setup, dude.
Man, I'm not a small person. I know that.
That's not a bad thing.
There's a reason I'm starting to do
I mean,
stuff.
bacon's like the most American thing in the world.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, number 4 pick. I'm gonna go with.
There's a big one out there,
I know.
and I'm waiting on it. It's going to be in my next 2 picks if you don't choose it here soon.
I know. I'm just gonna go. Sorry, I know the draft clock is ticking up.
Come on.
I know. I'm just gonna do chips and salsa. No, chips and like cheese dip.
Okay. I
So
was about to
cheese
say.
dip. No, chips and salsa. No, like some
Ain't no
good,
single
like,
de Mayo.
Say no Cinco de Mayo.
All right.
Get Chris Tucker. We'll do chips and just like a cheese dip. Doesn't even have to be chips. Like do some bread and some melted cheese.
French for me is always a French onion dip.
There you go.
French onion dip with the Ruffles crinkle chips.
Oh, that was it. I'm taking the Ruffles. That is like I'm like a sleeper agent with 4th of July. That's another one. The Ruffles little chips. That's like Hallmark.
Oh, for sure. Always. You have to have those.
Sorry, Ruffles and like some form of dip. Doesn't matter. You
All
can't
right,
go wrong.
I'll give you that.
Gotta
I'll
have
give
the
you that.
Ruffles.
All right. Are we doing? How about this?
You're on
Number 5. You and I are going to go dessert because you have to have a dessert. It has to be, right? So my number 4 is going to be a beer brat, boiled beer brat, and then put on the grill. Get those char marks, a little bit of ground mustard on there.
Mhm.
Oh. All right, we got to get this wrapped up with. So I'm starting to get hungry.
I know.
I got to get out to the grill here in a second.
I'm going to do
Number 5 pick.
number 5. I know it's a lot of pressure.
Big one.
Yes, the dessert one. I'm gonna do angel food cake. I know that's what we did on the 4th of July growing up. Angel food cake. Put some strawberries on there with some whipped cream. That
Really?
angel food cake, man.
All
Yes.
right. For
That's what I had as a
all
kid.
of you out there, I will save the day right now.
Hey, they're gonna have at the end of this, they're gonna have their choice and they're gonna decide who's the
Apple
best.
pie.
I mean, yeah.
Apple pie. That's like as American
And
as
as
it
it
gets.
gets.
Apple pie.
I mean, that's where the saying comes from.
exactly. So don't worry. I saved
American as apple pie.
I got you. Don't worry about it.
I let you have that. I knew you were gonna do apple pie.
I had a sleeper on there too.
Yeah.
I was half expecting that to be like the number 1 or 2, but it kind of surprised me that we went all the way down there.
Hey, it's like the Brock Purdy of food drafts.
All right.
You know?
All right.
It's irrelevant. Doing the drinks. I'm just gonna do good old fashioned Dr. Pepper. That was my drink.
Okay.
That was my drink back in the day. Still is.
I'm gonna go with the Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
Iced tea lemonade. That's the go-to right there.
Arnold Palmer.
And I will drink that any time of year. It does not matter.
All right, you guys got your homework, or not homework, just decide who do you think won, Team Drew or Team Dan.
It's in the bag. Come on.
We all win. It's America.
True. True.
It's both
Very
why
true.
everybody's a winner.
Very, very true.
Well, I mean, I think that wraps it up for today.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, cheers to you, buddy.
Cheers. Have a good one. Happy
Cheers to you
4th of July.
guys. Happy 4th. Hope you're having fun and lighting up those fireworks. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time. All right.
See you later, you degenerates.